Hello, my class. Today we are going to do another fun project with shape. So we are going to be making this fun shapes overlapping collage art. Um, and the way that you make this is with different sheets of construction paper. So you're going to need different colors of construction paper. You're going to need glue and scissors. Now, if you don't have those items, I have a couple of other options that you can do. Um, if you don't have different color construction paper, then what you can do is something like this. What I did was I just took a sheet of paper and markers work well, but if you don't have markers, you can use crayons. And I just colored different colors on the piece of paper, and then I can use that to cut out my shapes. And I do recommend, if you're going to do it this way, make a small version of this because it's going to hurt your hand a lot to color that much. So I just colored about this size in black, and then the rest of the color is about the same size. And then I just cut out little pieces of it to put on top. So you can make a smaller version just coloring on paper. Now, if you don't have scissors and glue, then what you can do to fulfill the art requirement is just on a piece of paper, just color a lot of fun shapes in different colors. Try to make them overlap if you can, but it'd be really fun if you can cut them out and glue them like I have here. Okay, so either using the colors that you colored on a page or construction paper. Something that I like to do is I take scrap paper. So a lot of times when I do art or when my students do art, we leave behind, scraps like this where we have pieces cut out of it. And a lot of people would just throw that away, but there's still a good amount of construction paper that you can use for other projects. So I like to hold on to those scraps just for things like this. So I just have lots of different colors, different pieces of paper. And I'm going to choose the color to be my background. I like to do black because it makes the colors pop when you're gluing them onto the page. So the first thing, I can have it going any way that I want, but the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to choose some colors to be my background colors. If you see, I have some squares that are, pretty big, and then I can put smaller pieces overlapping them. So to begin, I really want some bright colors in the back, so I think I'm going to choose some red, maybe some green, choose some purple. And I just want to have some bigger pieces that are going to go in the background. So I'm going to cut this just into a rectangle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a perfect square or a perfect rectangle. It really doesn't matter because it's just there to be in the background. I'll make this another rectangle, but maybe I'll make this like a thinner rectangle. I'm just trying to find ways to overlap it to fill the space. Maybe this one I'll make into a circle. And again, does not have to be a perfect circle. It is just there to fill in the background. Okay. So there I have a circle. So whatever shapes that you want to fill in the background, I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. It's better to glue them down as you go, because if you leave it to the end and then you've got it all arranged, then you have to take all the top layer pieces off and you may not remember where you placed them. And there's no perfect way of doing this. Whatever way the shapes end up going on top is fine. And in a lot of cases, if it ends up going in a place that you didn't expect it to, sometimes it turns out cooler than you even tried to make it be. Okay, so I just have some shapes in the background. Now, I want to come up with some shapes that are kind of more medium sized, but I like to have some fun with them. So like I did some swirls here and some lightning bolt shapes. If you're not comfortable trying to make swirls, that's okay. Something that I recommend, here's how you can make a swirl. So use a pencil because it'll be lighter than a pen. But I just kind of start at the bottom and I'm going to make a backwards C that curls in a bit. And then I'm going to follow the outline of that going around the same edge and have them meet. Okay? So if I want to draw that beforehand, that can help me as I try to cut it out, because especially when I go to cut it out, it'll get really curly and it could get confusing as it goes, so it's nice to have the line to follow. Okay, next I think I'm going to make some lightning bolts. Okay, so now I have a swirly that I can put somewhere. Let's see, what color do I want to use for the lightning bolts? Yellow makes sense, but maybe I'll have some more fun with a different color. Like blue. Blue lightning bolts. Okay, so to make a lightning bolt, if you want, you don't have to make lightning bolts, but if you want to, I make kind of like a diagonal line, and then it comes down like the point of a triangle, and then one more. Then right next to it, following along the same pattern, I'm going to curve at the same times, and then I'm going to bring it to a point, okay, where it comes at the end there. And I think I want to make 2 of these, so I can just follow the same pattern. My curly got caught. Okay. Sometimes it helps when you have a bigger piece of paper to just kind of cut it out from it, because then you can cut more easily like that. You don't have the big piece of paper weighing you down. Okay. And then now what I want to do is I want to make some tiny shapes. So here I have some squares, I have some triangles, I might even throw some circles in there. So I think I want to make, here I already have this nice piece of paper with the pink, so I'm just going to kind of split down the middle there and make some squares. And then I think I want to make some circles. Just have to decide what color I want them to be. I think I want green. Green is fun. And like I said before, sometimes it's easier if you just cut off a chunk or whatever you're working with. And again, your circles don't have to be perfect. Mine aren't. They're kind of rough around the edges. But that's okay, because this is just a fun shape project. It's not a who can make the best circle project. Because they're green, they kind of look like peas, huh? And then finally, I think I'm going to make some triangles. I think I'm going to make those yellow. So an easy way to make triangles, if you have just like a strip of paper like this, and then you just kind of cut it at an angle. There's a triangle, here's a triangle, there's a triangle, there's a triangle. Okay, so I have lots of fun shapes to work with. Now my tinier ones, I think I want to leave those for the end. And I'm going to do these bigger ones, my swirly and my lightning bolts. So have some fun, just like try them in different places and see which way you like them the best. I like that. Try to fill up your space. And again, there's no perfect way to do this. It's whatever looks good to you. My glue is running out. I gotta go get another glue. Luckily, I have one right here. Okay. Here we go. Put that there. And I'll put this here. Ta-da! Now, class, you do not have to go as fast as I am. And I will say I have had many years of experience cutting things out. So I'm pretty fast at cutting things out. And I highly recommend that you do not go as fast as I do because I want you to be safe. I don't want you to cut things really fast. So take your time on it. Don't worry about speed. I only go fast in these videos so that you don't have to watch a forever long video. I'm also pretty skilled at putting glue on stuff. Because when you're a teacher, you have to glue things all the time. So I'm just putting them in random places. Wherever I think something needs something. Like over here in this corner. There's nothing over here, so I should put something there. Put that there. 2 more pink squares. Where should I put them? Maybe one over here. And maybe one in this corner. Okay. So there we go. It's just a fun shape art. It looks fun and funky. It's like a design. Just cutting out shapes in different colors and placing them in different places. Remember, if you don't have construction paper, you can cut out different colors and make a mini one. See, this one still looks pretty cool, I think. And I made it just by coloring on a piece of paper and then cutting out those pieces. Okay, make sure to make a screencastify of your art and have a great day. Bye.